Third one, the most important, that is BK Parth Sarthi versus Government of India, Government of Andhra Pradesh. The question is the reproduction and the sexual activities is a fundamental right or a fundamental duties? Very simple question. So, the answer is the reproductive freedom that are related to their confidential of the human values, and second one, this is related to the article 21. That means the sexual activities, sexual reproduction are related to your fundamental right after the judgment of 2000, that is called the Parth Sarthi case. How are you? Hopefully you are doing well, and today we discuss about your General Studies 4, that is topic of your surrogacy, and the surrogacy, surrogacy are related to the topic of applied ethics. Applied ethics is a very simple on the topic of your current situation according to your the demands of the society, demands of your behavior, natures and everything. So, we discuss one simple question that is already asked in the UPSC examination, that is your scientific progress must not come at the cost of the ethical boundaries discussed in the context of surrogacy. It will be very clear how the destroy of your cultural values, your ethical values, your morality and the responsibilities of the society. That is the major question for the upcoming generation, that is called the Gen Z. And you, the sitting in front of me, that is related to your Gen Z generation, and they are very progressive, but unfortunately under the destroy of your culture, your presence of your complete deculturation or a Western thought, that is called your white man burden theories, and all the types of the negative phenomena will be occurring in the society. That's why we are discussing about the ethics and the morality of your UPSC syllabus, that is called the GS4. Now, so firstly we discuss why you are discussing about the surrogacy in today's lecture. That is a major important point for you. In the context of your some reports said, that is an IMARC group, that is a release of one their highlighted topic for the year 2024-25, that is they expected approximately 33,982.8 crore. That is not the small data, that is a 33,982.8 crore. That is a business size of your surrogacy in India. First one. Second one, according to your another report, that is also indicate it will be around your 4,051 approximately dollar, according to the your IMARC report. In the year of 2022 and 21, it will be around 15,000 crore rupee total size, market size of the surrogacy. Even though some your celebrities, just like your Karan Johar, Tushar Kapoor, even though your Shah Rukh Khan and your Priyanka Chopra and lots of the your celebrities, they also accepted the policy of your surrogacy, and that's why the Indian markets globally, the phenomena and the philosophical point of your Indian market, that is becomes the kiraye ki coke on the terms of the surrogacy. That is the major issue for the your exploitation of the women. It is also abolition of your fundamental right, even though they are also related to your ethical values for your society. That's why we are discussing about the surrogacy, and definitely this is a very much your family topic for the ethics, I think. So, the one of the your celebrity, they are also shown there is example of surrogacy. Another one, I think Tushar Kapoor, I think Gauri Khan and the Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, sorry, and Kiran, I don't know, Kiran Rao, I think. So, they are an example of your surrogate mother, surrogate father, everything, but unfortunate. Firstly, we discuss about what is the meaning of surrogacy. So it will be very simple. It is in a process of the ART. And what is the ART? That's the assisted reproductive technology. In the form of, we are easily to explain the definition of the surrogacy, that is an assisted reproductive technology arranged where a woman, surrogate mother, that is a surrogate mother, carried and gives birth to the child for the another individuals or the couple. That is called their surrogacy. And the historical context, it will be also in the present scenario, they are started from the 1970s. But unfortunately, in the case of your hypothetical society, that is your mythological stories, they are related to the ancient practice or the ancient roots mentioned in the religious text, that is the Abraham and the Sarah in the Bible. So this is the mythological studies. We are not considering this type of your phenomena, but unfortunately, this was started in the year of 1970s. There are different types of surrogacy will be occurred in your society, and even though type of the based of the compensation, your global or the Indian context, and also the type based on the genetic relation. Even though we discuss about the different amendments, different your judgments, and the different statements regarding your surrogacy. But firstly, we are discuss about the types of the compensation. That is the first one, commercial surrogacy, and second one, the altruistic surrogacy. After 2021, the altruistic surrogacy will be will be present in our Indian society. Now, it will be very clear, we are banned completely in the commercial surrogacy, and the existing surrogacy are known as altruistic surrogacy. So, what is the difference between the altruistic surrogacy and the second one is the commercial surrogacy? Commercial surrogacy is very clear. In the case of the Gujarat, I think I will just your son in the year some newspaper, some places of the Gujarat in the border of Kutch, in the area of the Kutch, they there multiple your societies, multiple your different organizations. Even though the different families are completely involved in the surrogate mother, and sometimes in the global market they are indicating the village for the kirai ki cook or a village for the surrogacy. So this is not the practical your positive impact created for the society. I think it will be some negative and some unuseful your thought or occurred in our society for the futuristic deployment and the destroyment. So unfortunate, due to the lack of resources, due to the lack of your economical your stability, and for the economical your crisis, the most of the women are involved in the surrogacy, but they exploit their own your body, their own your identity because of some money. That's why the Supreme Court considers they are abolition of your fundamental right, and also the abolition of your morality and the ethical values of your society. That's why the amendment of 2021 will be occurred in the society. That is a good decision by the honorable your judiciary. Yeah. So next point is what is the altruistic surrogacy? Altruistic surrogacy is very clear. The surrogate receive no financial reward beyond necessary pregnancy related expenses. That means it will be often limited to the relatives and the friends. Emphasizing the recent legislation in the India, so it will be very clear if the couple, I mean some male and female, they are not capable to carry. So that's in this situation they are they are related to your surrogate mother with their family relatives, just like the sister, their brother, everything. So the surrogacy terms are related to the woman's value, but they are not related to any commercial things. Because commercial surrogacy means surrogate receives the payment beyond the medical expenses, contractual arrangement with the financial compensation, etc. So government initiate this deculturation concept in India on the name of our human values, on the name of our human values. Now we will discuss what is the actual meaning of your surrogacy and what kind of which type of your current situation on your society that are in the ethical aspect of the surrogacy, the philosophical analysis are different. We will show in the this report. First, the ethical framework for the analysis, your analysis. Second, is the J.S. Mill, your statements. Third one, your virtue ethical perspective, that is called the Aristotle statement of the Aristotle. So there will be some different types of the your phenomena will be occurred in the society, even though in we are considering as a form of the J.S. Mill, and the, even though concept of the Kant, even though the Aristotle, even though the virtual ethics of the society. So first one, according to the J.S. Mill, if anybody, any person, they accept the concept, they accept the value of the your surrogacy, and any woman will easily to be handled, easily to be accepted and to becomes the surrogate mother with the transparency, proper coordination, physical and the health analysis, and the name of the truth. So definitely the surrogacy becomes the good news for the society, according to the J.S. Mill. It will be very clear if any woman, because in India the statement will be very clear, I very proudly said ki the dream of every woman that is becomes the mother. But unfortunately, due to the natural your discrimination, due to the presence of your physical or mental disabilities or everything and anything. So at that time, if anybody, any woman can accept the policy of the surrogacy, but the concept is very clear. If they accepted the surrogate to become the surrogate mother on the name of your truth, on the complete transparency, mental and physical, your positiveness or the ability, and even though they are happy for this segment or they are happy for this task, then definitely the surrogacy becomes the good or a magic for any woman or the society, according to the J.S. Mill. But in the case of the Kant, definitely it will be very clear according to he, if any person, any woman are exploited because of the becomes the mother for the another. So this is a completely the abolition of your human values, according to the Kant. And third most important point, that is a virtual ethics. Virtual ethics means if on the name of your presence, in the name of your justice, in the name of your prosperity, in the name of your pamper, if they are ethical in the point of your surrogacy, then definitely the surrogacy will be considerable. But unfortunate, in the name of your commercialization, in the name of your dependency, on the name of your exploitation, in the name of your just like your enforcement, definitely the surrogacy becomes the poison for the any woman, according to the your ethical values. But unfortunate, we are also considering what is the two section of the surrogacy. First one, the positive impact, and second one is the negative. What is the first? Initially, we are discussing about the positive impact of about the surrogacy. That is the first one. It will be golden opportunity for the couple who are not able to become your father or mother or the your such a point of feel of your nature's gift. And so this is for the according to this point, this will be positive for the surrogacy. Second one, it will be completely the women's identity, independency, and the terms of wasting of your time. This is also considering according to the modern philosophy. So this is a good for the surrogate mother and also the surrogate surrogate society. Second one, according to if anybody, they provide help on the name of the social causes. So this is also positive. But unfortunate, we are completely destroy the social values and the social ethical morality of your society in the present scenario. That is, we are not considering without any such a kind of your attraction, the kind of your intention and the kind of your attention. So that's why the most of the scholars cannot support the surrogacy in such like in countries like India. Why? So we are considering the negative points. That is the first one. It will be exploitation of the your rural and the your backward economically backward societies, according to me. Second one, that is a if just like in case we are also considering in the case of your I think 2008 I think in the Gujarat. If in a case, if after birth of the baby are not mentally or physically able. So in this condition, both the group, I mean both the sections are cannot accept this child. So in this condition, how it will be treated and who is responsible? That is a major problem. Most of the cases, this type of the child will be thrown in the dustbin, thrown in the rivers, and it will be it will be occurred some the criminal activities, because the couple cannot be accepted. They are focusing on the healthy baby, but unfortunate, it will be natural discrimination. We are not it is not in our hand. So unfortunate, surrogate mother are not such a capable to carry your child after their birth in the case of the divyangs or a mentally or a physical disabilities. So in this condition, it will be the fundamental abolition by the both the parties. That is a negative impact. Third one, it will be becomes the hub of the negative market because of the some mediators, some organizations, even though some of the NGOs will be also involved in this such a type of the negative and the criminal activities. Fourth one, that is the most important, that is the commodification. Commodification means we are creating some elements or your negative elements, negative perspective or the negative phenomena as such like a thing of a woman. That means if we are considering a woman as an object to give the birth of the baby, that is a destroy of your culture. This is not only culture, this is a destroy of humanity. That's why the surrogacy indicates some few positive points, but most of the points are related to the negative. We are here shown around 32,000 crore rupee business size of in India from the surrogacy. This is not the small data. Unfortunate, we are considering, we are enjoying this type of negative aspects occurring in the society, but unfortunately, we are not standing against this. Second one, because we are focusing and we are our ideals that are some fake heroes and we are considering their policies. Unfortunately, this is your independence of your under your freedom of expression. So why we are interfering? So next one, some cases to be also considered in this case, that is surrogacy. First one, Baby Manji Yamada case in 2009. Oh, sorry, 2008. Again, later, there is a Baby Manji Yamada case. What is the Baby Manji Yamada case? That is these are related to your couple from the Germany. They comes in India, and after some time, they are separated from each other. After accepting your baby, so unfortunate. So in Indian your society, according to the law and order, the single father cannot accept surrogate, cannot become the surrogate father. So it will be too complexive because the couple are separated from each other. And after this point, Supreme Court involved in this case and said the protection of the baby and all the your responsibilities are transferred to the grandmother of this child. But this is not so much fair because if the person or the couple are considering as a surrogate child, but unfortunately they are separated from each other. So at that condition, how we are transferring all the responsibilities to the grandfather or grandmother? It will be very difficult. It will be definitely thinkable question for us. And after some time, it will be not just like a consider will be that. But unfortunate, after 3 or 4 years, the grandmother are not associated with their father. So that's in this condition, what happened? That is a major question. Second one, the most important point, that is a Gujarat Surrogacy Clinic 2010 case. In the area of the Anand, that is a global center for the surrogacy. That's why this village is known as the village for the Kirai Ki Cook. Some clinics, some doctors, some scholars, some NGOs, some organizations are involved in this surrogate village, and some of the doctors are contacting the women for the surrogacy. Even though most of the surrogate organization are taken some commission, doctors, even though your employees, societies, everything. So this is a complete unethical values and the your exploitation of the women, even though exploitation of your fundamental right. That's why the Supreme Court banned surrogacy case in the 2021. Finally, the ARD and the Surrogacy Act 2021. After this, only we are completely banned the commercial surrogacy. We are already discussed in this topic. So, sometime it will be also different cases will be occurred in the society under the surrogacy. That is first one 2000 I think 2007. Yamadas signed the surrogate contract at the Arkansas clinic in the Gujarat. Point number 2. Yamadas divorced before child's birth in 2008. In July 2008, baby Manji born bombing in the Ahmedabad, baby moved to the Jaipur hospital. In August 2008, the birth certificate issued with only father's name, Supreme Court grants the custody to the grandmother. In October 2008, India issues the identity certificate and Japan grants the humanitarian visa. And November 2008, baby Manji finally traveled to Japan with the grandmother. So this type of the complex civil structure will be occurred because of the some unusual or unfair your activities that is called the surrogacy. So definitely this is a completely crime. Even though Supreme Court and the global impact, the Supreme Court intervention, that is India, first India Supreme Court ruling on the surrogacy, reject claim to the child trafficking, granted temporary custody to the grandmother, and they recognize the commercial surrogacy as a legitimate, and they led to the India's first identity certificate to the surrogate child. So this is such a common things for the society. What is the crime of their grandmother? Even though. Second one, this is the most important point. So legal complication will be created after this situation. The first one, Indian birth certificate required the mother's name. Which mother? Because mother is the one presence. I had all the custody, all the responsibilities are transferred to the grandmother. So how it will be possible? The name of the middle name of your mother are mentioned in the name of the grandmother. How it is possible? So which mother will be shown in the certificate? Second one, Japanese law recognize only the birth mother as a legal mother. So in this condition, the Japanese couple accepting this woman as their wife, so it is not possible. If they are accepting their wife, so how it is your choice of the woman? It will be, as I think, it is the evaluation of the choice of the woman. So how it will be practically possible? The woman, I mean surrogate mother, to accept your new marriage for the Japanese people. This is the most common and the most complex system after the judgment of 2008. Second point, the most important, Indian adoption law prohibited the single man for the adopting girl. Baby could not get Indian passport under the percentage. So that's the most important and the most complex things will be occurred if the single male members cannot become the single surrogate father. So how it will be practically possible? That's why I think the Supreme Court consider their mother and the indirect mother in the name of the grandmother, I think. And the most important point, the third point, that is Japanese embassy denied the visa, not Japanese by the birth. So after a 10, 15 or a 20 year, the baby are considered an Indian citizen or a Japanese citizen. So this is some unhidden, untouched point after the surrogacy act, surrogacy fact. So I think it will be also considered, and after some time, that is called the amendment of 2021. Next one, the most important point, that is in the case of Bombay Gami case, Thailand, 2014. There is an international example and the question is the commissioning parents are able to choose their right, that is the child is a product or a human. That is a very important question. The case is the Australian couple are shifted to the Thailand for the surrogacy, and after some time there are twins are born by the surrogate mother. One from affected by the Down syndrome and second one is very healthy. At that condition, the Australian couple reject the Down syndrome child and accepting only the healthy baby. So this is a part and this is a question, is a child is your object or your human? If because one are opted for adopted by the Australian family, Australian couple, and the name of the humanity, and second one are rejected because of the object. So this is a question will be occurred in this society. It will be similar question is also related to your Ahmedabad case. Third one, the most important, that is BK Parth Sarthi versus Government of India, Government of Andhra Pradesh. The question is the reproduction and the sexual activities is a fundamental right or a fundamental duties? Very simple question. So the answer is the reproductive freedom that are related to their confidential of the human values, and second one, this is related to the Article 21. That means the sexual activities, sexual reproduction are related to your fundamental right. After the judgment of 2000, that is called the Parth Sarthi case. Even though in the 2012, in the NGO studies of the Center for the Social Research report on the surrogacy, that indicates in the surrogate industry, 80% women are related to the rural society, economical backward and the illiterate. Only even though 90% cases, in the 90% cases, the women are not so much happy, and they are becomes the your elements, your product for the some economical or commercial things. That are the major issues. So, this type of a phenomena will be occurred, and after 2021 we are discussing some points in the 2021 that is I think we already discussed this type of phenomena. Okay. In after 2021 Surrogacy Year Act 2021, what will be happened? First one, who accept for the to become the surrogate couple. First one, if they are completely, I will already mention that is called the altruistic surrogacy. That means non-commercial surrogacy are accepted, and the surrogate mothers are related to your family and the friends, close friend. But this is not a point of the economical aspects. First one. Second one, only the Indian couple, married couple, not the, your point of your living relation based couple. We are not considering. Only couple though are registered under the Indian Marriage Act in the form of the different your religion or the different acts. So, they are eligible. And third one, the surrogate mother are definitely related to your relatives. And fourth one, before your agreements of your surrogacy, all the documentation, all the your physical, mental and your clinical testing will be tested by the certified doctors. And after the woman becomes the surrogate mother. And second one, in the which area the surrogacy are completely prohibited. First one, any foreigners. Second one, NRIs. Third one, transgenders. Fourth one, your LGBTQ group. And fifth one, the unmarried, your couples, unmarried male. Next one, on the name of the NGO, organizations, institutions are completely prohibited for the surrogacy case. Fourth one, if after the surrogacy, after the birth of the baby by the surrogate mother, in any case, such like physical disabilities, Down syndrome, anything, the couple are accepted this baby. That is a great point, I mean milestone point by the Honorable Supreme Court. And the most important, what is the object of 2021 year amendments, that is called the Surrogate Act 2021. The first one, we reduce and overcome the exploitation of the women. Second one, the ethical and the safe sexual reproduction system introduced in India. And third one, we are protecting the values of the woman or a mother. That is a great point given by our Honorable Supreme Court. And next point, that is eligibility, we are already discussed. So, next one, what is the major ethical cases in right now? First one, I mean ethical cases, that means some thought, some different ideologies will be occurred in society. Someone is accepted, someone will reject it, someone will be agreed, someone will disagreed. This is the point of your beautiful democracy. So, first one, it will be independency versus your exploitation. So, if any mother, any woman are interested or agreed for the surrogate mother, so why the Act of 2021 will becomes a barrier for the two women? This is the indirect form of your abolition of your fundamental right. Second one, the most important question, it will be the marketplace for the mother, or it will be some point of your economical support. If any couple are provided all the essential facilities, essential needs for the women, and the woman becomes a surrogate mother, so what is the major problem? We are already discussed, but this type of publication will also occur in the society by the hypothetical intellectuals. Third one, in the form of designer baby is also occurred in the society. Designer baby means, suppose we are living in the Indian continents and our just like a skin tone is like not so much fair. It will be some like your not some your whitish, but unfortunate it will be some like your mid your it will be someone like a new concept will be occurred, that is the designer baby. Changes of the RNA, DNA, everything. Even though the tone of the different person are different in the different continents, different countries and different areas. So, if I belongs to the Indian continents, Indian states. So, if we are required, you are a designer baby. So, we are shifted in the somewhere. We are accepted here some your surrogate mother from the another country. So, this is a type of the designer baby concept will be occurred in after the surrogacy, and most important point, it will be impact of the your marriage institution, because this destroy our family values, and even though not in the family values, it's a social ethical values also. And the most important point is it the common judiciary decision for all, or it will be some biased. We are not discussing this point because it will be complete. Our judiciary will be given some statement. So, why we are interfering this type of phenomena? If the society will becomes the much better and becomes the expedition free, so why we are questioning to our Honorable Supreme Court? No. So, what is a comparative regulation approach? That is a global perspective surrogacy related Regulation Act 2011 and some other points. And the most important is the last point, that is the ethical way forward. And what is the ethical way forward? That is a justice and equality. Second one, autonomy and the right. Third one, your transparency, and fourth one, your dynamic regulation. So, how it will be written your answer, and which type of question will be you're asking in your mains examination. First one, surrogacy, ethical values and Indian perspective. So, we are showing this question in the your PPT. So, first one, that is your synopsis. If the 150 words or 250 words, but we are considering 125 and 175. We are just like writing the 150 to 250 words. So, what is the synopsis? Initially, the introduction is start from the ART, and hardly 3 to 4 lines is enough for your introduction. Use of micro diagrams we are showing. And third one, your keywords. We are already mentioned the keywords as the autonomy versus your explanation. Second one, human dignity. Third one, commodification and or of the motherhood. And fourth one, the informed consent. And the fifth one, your reproductive rights. That is the keywords for your the particular topic. That is your ethics, theoretical ethics. That is called the surrogacy. Second one, ethical way forward. So, how do we created some beautiful answer? So, initially 3 to 4 line, you use the introduction and the name of the your ART, your some cases of your judgments, and then after something it will be created some main body of your answer. Main body included their positive and the negative impacts, that is autonomy, paropkar, utility, etc. And on the other hand, the negative point will be also shown in the perspective, that is the main body of your answer. Second point is the major, your ethical principles on the basis of the analysis. So, it will be very clear. First one is utilization. First one is your deontology. Second one is virtual ethics, and third one is your opportunity or the opportunity system. So, three types of your ethical principle will be occurred shown in your answer writing in the part of your main body. Third one, the most important point, that is your current situation, judgments, even though in the perspective of the Indian society, case study, and the your judicial and the your ethical status in the present scenario. And another point, it will be covered at least in the 125 words. I mean 10 marks question. At least it will be covered 60 to 70, at least 70 words, 70 to 80 words, and we remain only 30 to 35 words for the 10 marks question for the way to forward. Way to forward are directly related to the 5 or 4 different points. That is a enforced consent, that is your, and second one is the ethical committees, third one post delivery care, fourth one your legal transparency, and fifth one your women empowerment and the educational upliftment. There are the 5 different points or a segment for your way to forward in the part of your conclusion. So we are already shown each and everything for your answer. Write some beautiful answer in the name of your AC, your 10 marks and the your 15 marks, and we will discussing after some time. So this is a very common question, a very common topic, that is called your surrogacy in Indian society. So now we are meet after some time on the next lecture. Thanks so much.